So Chris Robshaw, England captain, more to the point today, Harlequins captain, start of a new season which you are defending champion, so that's a new one for you. And you're on a bit of a high, not just from the summer of rugby, but also the summer of Olympics, I believe.
Yeah, brilliant. It's been a brilliant kind of last 12 months or so, and to come back here you get excited kind of looking at the pitch and thinking of the memories that happened kind of 3-4 months ago. But it is all now that you can't rest on your laurels. You need to go out there and hopefully make yourself better, and Conor O'Shea gives us a lot of kind of analogies about the Olympics and about making these split percentages here and there, and that makes a greater kind of team performance, and that's what we've been trying to do at the club. It's about trying to make your strengths even stronger and reduce some of your weaknesses. We still feel we've got a lot more to give, and of course it is going to be a harder challenge this year because we're there to be shot at, and everyone will be after us like they have been after the Saracens and Leicester in the last couple of years. But it's one everyone at the club is extremely excited about, and yeah, can't wait to get going.
Well, you could draw some analogies. Perhaps Usain Bolt was the defending Olympic champion. Nobody's ever won the 100-200 double twice. You guys have got to defend your first ever Premiership title. And I know that you at the Olympics, you actually saw quite a lot, didn't you? So you must have been pretty inspired and motivated by seeing the very best in sport.
Yeah, it's incredible to see them and see the likes of them set world records and set new records, and it's just a special day. The whole environment there and the atmospheres, and it was just brilliant how everyone got so behind it as well, and really helped out. The volunteers were brilliant in assisting us and telling us where to go and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, it's exciting now, and hopefully with the 2015 games coming up in London, or in England, sorry, hopefully we can kind of put on another great spectacle in the Rugby World Cup.
Yeah. Now, what did you see at the Olympics? You managed to see some fairly decent events, didn't you?
Yeah, I was very privileged. I managed to get to the beach volleyball, which was a good outing. Managed to get to the athletics evening session where there was a 200 metre and the 800 metre final. And
so you saw Usain Bolt win gold, and you saw David Rudisha perhaps produce the performance of the whole games. I
mean, yeah, I think that was probably the highlight of the day, to see actually how quick they actually go. And he said he saw that early. He went early on, and
rather like Harlequins last season.
Yeah, exactly. He set a new world record, and it was just brilliant to see. And just, I mean, see someone like that who's worked so hard for it, and just to finish like that and get their dreams is incredible.
Now, the old adage in sports is always it's tough getting to the top, it's tougher staying at the top. You're now the champions. Teams tend to play better against the champions. So this is what you wanted. I remember you saying at the end of last season, okay, it's a good start, but if we really want to be up there with the Leicesters, we've got to back this up.
Yeah, of course, and that's what it's about. You hit the nail on the head. Good teams can win something, but you turn from good to great in backing it up kind of year on year, and hopefully we can do that this year. We've got a squad that's evolving and getting more experience every time we go. You look at George Lowe's, Joe Marlis, these type of guys who are starting to get into the international scene as well. And they're only kind of 22, 21 years old, and we've got a great academy system with more young players coming through. We haven't pulled in that many players, but we have a huge amount of strength in our squad at the moment, and I think that's what won it for us last year.
Yeah, and you've obviously we've had a fantastic 12 months, so you can't really rest on your laurels, can you? But hopefully at some point over the summer, for the first time you had a little chance to reflect on a career that was going great, but within a few weeks you're suddenly England captain. You come second in the Six Nations. You lead England to a not results-wise, but certainly development-wise, a successful tour to South Africa, and you lead Harlequins to your first ever Premiership title. That wasn't a too bad few months, was it?
No, it was a surreal 12 months or so. It was every time I think about it, I get quite excited looking back at it. But yeah, it was nice to sit on the beach somewhere with a cold beer over the summer and just reflect and actually relax and take it all in. But it's now about doing it all again and trying to back it up. And I've got a brilliant squad at the club around me and coaches who give us our full backing to go out there and play. And that's what we do at Harlequins. We want to go out there, and people pay to come watch us play, of course. And of course we want to win, but we want to give them something enjoyable to watch and see us perform.
Now the plan this year is obviously to defend your title, which will be tough enough, won't it? Yeah. But I guess also to make some kind of an impact on the European stage.
Yeah, it's about trying to compete on all fronts, whether it's the Heineken, the Premiership, or the LB, and whether you have to rest players in certain games to make sure everyone's at their freshest at important times. But I mean, we were so close last year with unfortunately losing to Connacht last game in their thing, and Toulouse losing as well. And it is, you get so close, but it may have worked out in our favour and allow us to focus all our attention on the Premiership. Like you said, this year of course we want to compete in all finals, but we may have to balance them a little bit more in order to do that. I mean, we've got Biarritz at home first, so that's always a nice way to get the Heineken Cup flowing. And you look at the internationals and the quality players they have, and it's always exciting when stuff like that happens.
And it may seem a long way off, but of course November, hopefully, God willing, fitness and everything else, selection-wise, you'll be running out here again in front of a full house, and just so much to look forward to, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, that's, like you said, still a long way away, but that's the kind of thing that gets you quite excited still. You watch the Championship at the moment down in the Southern Hemisphere, and you see the calibre of rugby that they play, and it's incredible. And these are the guys you want to test yourself out against, but like I said, that is still a long way away, and we've got kind of 2 months or so of the Premiership to get underway and a bit of Heineken Cup, so that's exciting in itself.
Well, I don't suppose for a moment the Leicester Tigers, Saracens, Northampton and a few others will just let you turn up and win the title again. They will absolutely be gunning for you, won't they?
Yeah, of course they were, but it's a new challenge in itself. It's something we've not done before, and of course it's going to be a lot harder than probably last season because people may not have expected of ourselves. Now we're everyone's out there to shoot us, and I feel we've developed over the summer. Of course it's easy to say that until you actually play against your competition and feel out how it's going to go in the season. But it will be one step at a time, one game at a time, and Conor O'Shea is very good at keeping us there and not getting too far ahead and making sure that we do focus on the processes and not really worry about the result.